You guys have asked some great questions, and now I will do my best to answer them.
Shavinism.
Hi guys, it's Herschel Manischewitz here, coming at you alive, but not live. Get it? I hope you did. Anyway, a lot of you have asked me some really interesting questions. In the beginning, I was a little bit afraid to do a bit of a Q&A this early in my YouTubing career because I thought it would only be really my mother asking me questions. But fortunately, a few of you have asked me some questions and I'm very pleased to answer them. So let's get started. So the first question comes from Paul Hatman, who asks me, who possesses the best Gazongas on the planet? Well, that's a bit embarrassing. Well, as you may have seen in the previous video, I used to really think that Mariah Carey has the best Gazongas in North America. But today, it's very hard to tell. Every episode I watch of Game of Thrones, I think, that's the girl with the best Gazongas. Now, I think, personally, this is a personal... Personally, I think that personally, I mean, this is my personal opinion. That's a lot of personally I said there. Personally, I think that the best Gazongas are for Rachel McAdams. That's my thought. I mean, I've never seen her Gazongas, but I imagine them many times. I hope she doesn't see this. I've also heard that Jennifer Lawrence has great Gazongas in the whole Snapchat thingy that was revealed, and everyone saw her naked body. But on principle, I've never seen those photos. So, if I ever do, then maybe I'll change my mind. But for now, I'll go with Rachel McAdams. I love you, Rachel! Okay, so the next question comes from Femris Watson, who asks, Herschel, can you tell a joke? Any joke you like? Well, I'm not really good at telling jokes, but I'll try. Two people were sitting on the bar on the top of two buildings. Well, they were sitting on top of one, but next to it was another building. Kind of like the twins, but it used to be a twins joke, but we don't really talk about the twins now. So, two very tall buildings who are not the twins. Okay, maybe that's not the best start. But anyway, they're sitting on the top of the bar, and then at one point one says to the other, he says, if I jump between these two buildings, I won't die. Because there's a air pressure, so I'll get to like the 20th floor or the 15th floor, and then the air pressure between the two buildings will lift me right back up, and I won't die. So the first one says to the second one, no, don't do it, you're drunk. And he says, no, I'll show you. And he says, no, come on, you're drunk. And he says, no, I'll show you. And then he jumps. And then he falls and falls and falls and falls and falls. And then he gets to the 20th floor. And just like he said, the air pressure between the two buildings lifts him up. And he lands right next to the first guy. The first guy's amazed. And then he says, look, I'll show you again. And before the first person reacts, he jumps again. And then he falls. And then again he gets to the 20th, 15th floor. And then the air pressure lifts him up. And he lands back next to the first one. So the first person asks, if I do it, will I live as well? And the second person says, yes, of course. So the first guy jumps, and he dies. So the barman comes to the second person and he says, Superman, you're a douche when you're drunk. I like that joke because it's a comic book joke and I like comic books. Anyway, I hope that made you laugh or something, or at least smile. I'm gonna move on to the next question now. So Barcoons would like to know, how much can you see without your glasses? Well, without my glasses I can see a lot. Cause everything I see 4 times. Like everything is blurry, so I see it 4 times. Yeah, I hope you get it. But if you know, imagine that you're saying very blurry, like, and then everything is many times. So Amira would like to know 2 questions. The first one is, what is your favorite pickup line with the ladies? That's a bit embarrassing. My favorite pickup, I don't, if I'm honest, I don't really have pickup lines per se. I don't really approach women, but I think that if I were to approach women, I would say, I would be very honest. and I would come up to a girl and I would say, this is a pickup line. Which is kind of self-aware, but honest. And I wouldn't try to be something that I'm not. I'm Herschel, and this is a pickup line. I think. I don't know. Write in the comment section, girls, if you think that would be a good pickup line. Alright, if I thought the first question that Amira asked is embarrassing, she goes on to the second one, which is, are you a virgin? Well, that's a little bit embarrassing. I think it's very it's a little bit hard to say, because what is technically a virgin? I mean, does it mean that, you know, does it have to be full penetration? Is there a certain amount of time that you need to be inside? Well, inside is really weird. You know, is there, does it have to be all genitalia involved? Is it enough that some genitalia is involved? You know, technically it's a question that's very hard to answer. So, that's, yeah, I don't know, it's not clear cut. Thank you for that question, Amira. Now, Danielle Nangasser asks, do you want to come over for dinner with me and Javier? Now, I watch Danielle's channel, and I've seen Javier and Danielle schedule a date, which is more saying that Javier invited himself to a date at Danielle's house. Tomorrow, at 8:30, dinner at your house. I know that's around the time you get home. Javier will wait for you there.
Wait, how did you know that?
You're welcome. But to answer the question, would I want to come over for dinner? I would say I wouldn't want to intrude. You know, I wouldn't want to be a third wheel or anything like that. But if you really, really want me to come, I'll be there. Now, Matthew, also known as Airborne Surfer on YouTube, asks, what is the worst part of being the only Jewish kid in class? Well, the worst kid about being the only Jewish kid in class is being the only Jewish kid in class. Because kids can be very mean to someone who's not like them. So I was bullied a lot when I was young. When I got to high school, it all changed, and the kids were very nice to me. You know, as long as I, you know, let them copy the answers on the tests and sometimes did their homework. And, you know, in life, it's a little bit of a give and take in life, you know. But yeah, they were really nice to me, and I was really good in algebra. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Thank you very much for asking these lovely questions. I hope you learned a little bit more about me, and that's kind of it. If you did like this video, please subscribe to the channel and like this video, and oh, I burped there. I'm sorry about that. Oh my god, was the minion pillow in the video the whole time? Eep.